As the mountain continued to shake by the burgress's movements, a part of the cave wall began to crumble, falling apart before the small creature's eyes. The path leading into the mountain had been sealed with rocks and rubble during the earthquake. The fallen rocks were too large for the creature to move.
I'm glad none of them fell on top of us,
The small creature said, wiping a droplet of sweat off its forehead. The thick cloak of darkness still shrouded the night sky. There was no sign of dawn coming anytime soon.
Oh, how I've missed you.
The small creature said, looking up at the starlit sky. The small creature extended its hands towards the sky, but to no avail. Robust roots had burst through the rock along the mountainside.
They look to be able to hold quite a bit of weight, don't you think?
The small creature asked the Alva, who didn't seem too fond of being so close to the cliff edge. The creature attempted to pull the root out of the ground, but the earth's grasp was too strong. A seemingly endless marsh had spread throughout the fog-encroached woods.
It sure doesn't smell like water.
The small creature said, looking down at the foul liquid. The creature didn't want to put its hand into the murky water. The top of the gravestone was covered in thick moss.
It sort of looks like that stone has a hat.
The small creature said to its companion, uttering a giggling noise. The creature peeled off some of the moist moss. A number of old gravestones were scattered across the marsh. The creature looked around the smaller graves, but could find nothing of use.
I wonder who's down below.
The small creature stated, looking down at the ground. The small creature could feel a strange presence in the marsh, but just as quickly as it appeared, the shape faded once more. As the creature approached the bison, it opened its eyes, looking around to find the one who had awoken it from its sleep. Bisons are beings that usually remain in deep slumber. In the rare event that they awake, they spend their time tormenting travelers and woodsmen passing them by. Once they grow tired of causing trouble, they resume their sleep, blending in with the surrounding trees once again.
Hello?
the small creature said politely as it moved closer to the bison. The bison gave the creature a look of disgust but did not answer.
Who are you?
The creature asked, feeling slightly discomforted. The bison seemed to have lost interest in the creature and looked away. Feeling a slight tug on its ear, the creature took another look at the bison.
What is that cut on your head? Does it hurt?
It continued, even though the bison hadn't acknowledged its past remarks. The bison's face suddenly filled with anger. Its eyes started to roll in their sockets. Its mouth writhed and twisted with pain.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It must really hurt.
The creature said.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The bison seemed to have calmed down, giving the creature an insensible look before continuing its hysterical tantrum.
We should search for something to heal that grievous wound,
the creature said to the alva, who responded with a determined nod. The bison stared in anger as the creature's hand touched its bark. Using the thick roots, the creature was able to traverse the foul water. A larger gravestone, more decorated than the others, was lying on one of the small islands.
How sad. It doesn't look like anyone has tended to it in a long time,
the small creature remarked with a sigh. The creature tried to make out the name on the stone, but the letters were no longer readable. As the creature placed the dried flowers in the vase, it felt a chilling gust of wind moving across its small body. Out of thin air, a transparent entity appeared, floating above the gravestone. A Lichtgruber is a being that can be seen after nightfall. Dwelling in swamps and marshes, they drift through the air, often with a lit lantern in hand, following the wind currents between the trees. Their alluring light is said to mislead travelers off the road and deeper into the marshes, far away from any who would hear their cries for help. When the creature attempted to touch the Lichtgruber, the hand went right through his transparent body, sending chills down the creature's spine.
Hello! Hello!
The Lichtgruber shouted as the creature approached him.
Hello there!
The small creature responded, happy to be welcomed for once.
Hello! Where are you? Come back!
The Lichtgruber continued, seemingly not taking notice of the small creature.
I'm down here,
the creature said, feeling slightly confused as it waved its little hand to get the Lichtgruber's attention. The Lichtgruber stopped shouting and looked down at the creature.
They're all gone. All my friends blew away with the wind. Don't they like me anymore? Why would they leave me?
The Lichtgruber sobbed as he covered his face with his shroud.
I didn't mean to scare them. I really didn't. You believe me, don't you?
The Lichtgruber continued as he regained his composure.
Sure I do. Say, what do your friends look like?
The small creature asked.
Maybe we can help you find them. Well, they are small and bright looking. They live in my lantern, you see. Without them, I would never be able to find my way through these marshlands,
the Lichtgruber said, making a sweeping gesture through the air.
Is that one of my friends you have there on your shoulder? You aren't stealing my friends now, are you?
The Lichtgruber asked with a stern and almost threatening voice.
No, this is my friend. She can't fly, so there's no way she could be one of them.
The small creature exclaimed, protecting the Alva with its hand.
I see.
The Lichtgruber sighed in disappointment.
Would you at least please take my lantern and keep an eye out for my friends? 5 of them there are. I will remain here in case they should find their way home.
A natrum with one of its eyes gleaming unusually bright was sitting on a stone. The small creature did not want to ruffle the natrum's feathers.
Hello? I think we've met before, haven't we?
The small creature asked the natrum, who was already busy studying it, twitching its head back and forth.
A great ordeal fleeing into the devouring darkness, yes. Many shapes and figures lurking, yes. Ready to assist the darkness. Cannot get out. Sounds echoing from the depths.
The natrum croaked and went silent for a while. Then, as if it had forgotten something, it continued.
A light, a blinding light, yes. Leading the way out to the open sky. The darkness conquered, sealed away with rocks and stones. Safety!
The natrum croaked and stared into the distance.
What will happen down the road?
The small creature asked.
Is there a way for us to find what we seek?
The natrum stared at the creature for quite a while before opening its beak. As it was about to answer, it stopped itself and slowly closed its beak once more.
What's the matter? Is something wrong?
The small creature asked, feeling a chill go down its spine. Once again, the natrum stared into the distance before turning to the small creature. This time, it spoke.
Unspeakable horror, no. But yes, what is being sought for can be found. A cave, evil, wicked. No, nothing remains but unspeakable horror. Nothing remains, no.
The natrum croaked before suddenly taking off, as if in a hurry, disappearing into the woods below.
I hope he's not right this time.
The small creature said to the Alva as they watched the natrum disappear among the trees. A door that looked to have been created out of solid rock was sealing off the path into the mountain.
I bet you there could be some sort of treasure in there.
The small creature said, giving its friend a hopeful look. The Vitorm slithers through the darkest areas of the land, drawn to places of power where it rests to shed its skin. The skin of a Vitorm is rumored to retain a strange kind of magical power, and anyone that manages to get their hands on one should be careful not to look into its entrancing glow for too long. As the small creature moved closer, the Vitorm opened its mouth and gave off an intimidating hissing sound.
Hello?
The small creature said cautiously, daunted by the terrifying beast before it. The Vitorm quickly jerked its head in the direction of the sound, staring into the small creature's eyes as it slowly waggled its head from side to side in a hypnotic fashion.
What do we have here? You should know better than to approach me, meat.
The Vitorm whispered menacingly.
I could swallow you and your friend there in just one bite. I didn't mean to disturb you. We're just trying to find our way through these lands.
The small creature responded, slowly backing away. The Vitorm gave the creature a suspicious look, analyzing it from top to bottom.
You should consider yourselves lucky my hunger for food is quenched. However, my appetite for riddles is insatiable. You're larger than a mouse, but smaller than a bear. Let's see if your mind matches your size. This one I heard told in times long past. I am reborn amongst my siblings. Together we are one. As I rise, I can see all of them look up at me in my newfound form. I travel together with my brothers and sisters as I fall, crashing down with them on the roof of the world. I slowly make my way down as more of my siblings join me. It is close now. I am reborn.
The creature stood silent for a while, deep in thought.
I don't know,
it said with a disheartened look.
That one isn't even hard,
the Vitorm quickly retorted.
Stop wasting my time and get out of my sight before I grow hungry again.
Believe me, you don't want to be here when I'm hungry. The wet soil had collapsed, dividing the area in two.
Jumping over to the other side would be too much to ask from my tiny legs,
the small creature thought as it looked down at the mushy soil beneath its feet. When the small creature approached the collapsed ground, it shuddered as a foul smell reached its snout.